Well, there you
Like
go. That's a
they're
good
not playing
point.
for him no more. Like the only players that playing for this manager are the players that are fighting for their lives, bro. Players like McTominay, players like Maguire. Because if they get released from Man United, where they going? West Ham and
Well, they're
teams like that. Their
finished,
career's
man.
done.
Their
Career's
career's
done.
done, man.
Done,
Career's done.
bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
They're hanging
everybody
on.
believes it. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
hanging on to Man United because that one Man United thing is the only thing stopping them from being Phil Bardsley and all them other men that played for Man United that end
Yeah,
up
yeah,
just
yeah,
floating around the league, bro. That's the
yeah.
only
Yes.
thing that stopped them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is exactly what it is, bro. This is exactly what it is. And as for this, listen, the Martial witch hunt, yeah, will always
Bro.
happen, bro. I've told these man this, yeah. It's funny how Anthony Martial cannot play the majority of Man United games. He's not responsible for why Man United are the way they are, but they always want to point fingers at Tony all the time, bro. They always want to do it. They can't help it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. Like, why are you focusing on Tony? Why are you focusing on Tony when
Exactly.
he don't play, bro? It's disgusting, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? These men
But
are
the thing is,
dickheads,
though,
bro.
but they won't. Again, it's like literally like, scapegoating a guy, yeah, who's literally hardly played this season, by the way. And also, they don't want to go to their favorite players. It's like, but Rashford's a young player. This is that. Bro,
Bro,
these
him
guys
and
should be on
Rashford
as
are a
well.
year apart, blood.
That's what I'm saying. Look at bloody McTominay. Oh, but you know what? He shows a bit. Bro, I don't give a shit about the passion. Man don't play what a midfielder plays like. Do you guys realize that? So this idea that, yeah, but at least he plays. Bro, I don't give a shit, man. If your quality,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where we got to. This is where Ten Hag has got us to, where we're talking about people running around and whatnot.
Mm.
Literally, this is where we've got to. Ten Hag football is literally now pinpointing at certain players not pressing well or certain players not doing this, when it should be about style of play, patterns of play. We'll still be talking about that, but it's the bare minimum we're talking about.
Bro, Martial
So
got
now
more
they're
league
eating.
goals than Hoyland, blood.
Well, there you go. But they won't
Ain't
talk
no
about that, will they,
ain't
man?
no one talking about it though. And this is what I'm saying. They always do the scapegoat things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is just what it is because they talk about they always want to talk about Martial, yeah. The funny thing is, yeah, as much as Rashford, yeah, people are starting to wake up on him, yeah, bro. Why am I not talking about his attitude? He's not tracking back. So when they start talking about his attitude,
Well, there you
why
go.
not, bro?
But you
Do you
see
know what
what
I'm
Carragher
saying?
said? That was
He's
that
got
was
that one of our own tax, blood. That's what it
yeah, yeah,
is,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But the
Because,
fact that
bro, no one's talking about his attitude. If that was Martial not tracking back and
yeah, no,
walking, do you know what I mean? There was one pass one point where man skipped past Rashford, yeah, on the edge of the box, and he just dropped his hands and just walked and just stopped. He
bro,
just switched off
Livramento went
completely.
past him.
Yeah, and he just stood
That's what I
there.
keep thinking. He thinks he's better than what he is. That's what
It's
that's what it comes down
crazy.
to. Someone needs to go chat to, like, genuinely, man. Someone needs to go chat to Rashford, yeah. One of
Mm,
his boys, I say, bro, you're not that guy, man. So you need to
mm.
go and just do the basics of what you are. Like, people think he's better than Phil Walcott and them, man. He's not.
Yeah.
They're same, like, if not the
Same
same
level.
level, man.
Yeah,
Same
no, yeah.
level.
Same level,
Dyer.
Max. Yeah.
What's the other one called? Routledge. Routledge
Mm.
and them, man. Bro, humble yourself, like, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Routledge
yeah,
was a good
and
winger.
Aaron Lennon and them, man.
Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon. These guys were good wingers. They were just
Mm.
good standard wingers. They weren't flashy. But Aaron Lennon, yeah, never used to
Yeah,
be
them
skilled.
like
He
Andros
used to go
Townsend and them, man. That's the level them man are. They're just Premier League players.
Sinclair, Punchin.
Yeah,
Bro,
all them, man. That's it. That's
oh,
his
that's
level, and
it.
he's not even. Bruv, Punching was a baller. He ain't even punching
Punchin was a
level, blood.
baller, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what I'm
So,
trying to say. Like, he's not even levels with these guys like Jason Puncheon and Routledge. These guys could actually ball. Like, he's not
Jermaine
levels,
Pennant.
bro. He's not
You know
levels.
what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's just that he plays for Man United. If you put him in the Aston Villa team or in this team there, they're the same level. But because they play for Man United, people want to put them in a higher status, but they're not. Put him in a different team. You're not talking to him any differently than these guys that I've just said to you right there. You know what I mean? Balassi had a more X factor than him. Balassi at least
Way more
entertained.
X Factor. Way more.
Way more X factor, man. You know that was there. Like, come on, mate. Like, come on, Jamari Gray, another one.
Yep.
They just don't play for a
Yeah.
better club. They did, they would get elevated to that level. So that's why I'm like, miss me out with that, man. Miss me out with that, bro.
Facts, bro. You ain't lying. And I look at
Oh
this
my
from Rob
god.
Dawson saying he's battling to keep players on side. Bro, battling, bro. He's been battling to keep players on side all season. You see, when Martial, yeah, was giving it
Yep.
to him, yeah, I was like, yeah, he's lost the whole dressing room. Because at that point,
Facts.
Tony bruv, Tony's one of them ones where he doesn't show emotion at all, innit? Like, at all. So the fact that he's reacted to the
Facts.
manager, he's like, bro, I'm tired of this, bro. Like, and everyone else is tired of it. And I mean, I see Varane on the bench looking like he's gonna laugh as well, like he was holding in a laugh, blood, because he's looking at this thinking, this is some joke thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
Varane don't want to leave this club. Do you know what I'm saying? He loves Man United, but he knows this manager's a bum, bro. I don't think Varane wants to leave for a second. This manager gets sacked, Varane ain't going nowhere, bro. Because, bro, what manager in the league don't want Varane in their team, bro? Or at least in their squad? Are you crazy? Do you know what I mean? Just the experience that this guy has, yeah? Like, it doesn't make no sense to get rid of a player like Varane. It makes absolutely no sense. Him and Casemiro are so valuable to the team, bro. Even if they're not playing. Even if they're not playing, they're so valuable. Chelsea are struggling right now because they've only got Bernardo. I mean, not Bernardo. They've only got Thiago. They've only got Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
That's the only experience they have in that team. The only one, bro. And they got a team full of kids. They spent all this money, yeah, on all these
Why does
kids, yeah.
Pochettino still play him? Why does Pochettino still play Thiago Silva? Because
There
he
you
knows the
go.
experience
He's
is needed
important,
to get him
bro.
through. The importance of him.
And the thing
Just
is,
to
if he
get through
leaves
this
Man
season.
United, he's being linked with Bayern Munich, so he can go somewhere
Bayern Munich.
and win another Champions League. But you think that Varane's finished, bro? You're crazy. At the end of the day, yeah, these ballers are mad important, bro. Because even if they're not playing week in week out, they keep the level of performance to a certain level. They keep the attitude a certain level. These guys are really like they've been there, done that. Those players are gold dust. I mean, Chelsea needs that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They need players like that. They spent too much money on players that ain't really done nothing in football, bro.
Yeah.
And the
Facts.
best days are ahead of them. But bro, you can't win with that. You need a core of players that have been there, done that, and they can uphold the standards, bro. Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea went too far that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So these players need to be in the squad. Do you know what I mean? Even David De Gea, yeah. If David De Gea was a number 2 and he was accepting to be a number 2 and he could stay at the club, cool. But you weren't good enough to be number 1. But the problem is you can't be a number 2 on 350k.
That's it.
You know, like that. This is the problem.
But then also the manager, the way he dealt with him as well was proper naughty as well. Didn't even let him know. Didn't even, you know what I mean? Like even that management as well. It's a bit of a madness. So
yeah, because we thought he was staying and then he wasn't. You know, like that.
And he wasn't exactly. So it was like we didn't give him for me. He didn't give him a send off, etc., etc. So I just look at this manager, like the way he spoke about Casemiro as well. Like we needed to play football. Like people talk about, how someone said to me yesterday, yeah, give me examples of how Ten Hag is a bad manager. Varane saying tactics to a guy has won everything. That's bad management skills. I don't care what anybody says. We can say here, but it's the manager. And bro, you don't speak to someone like Varane like that. And this is not talking about player power. For Casemiro, I needed to play football. Listen, you know when you say that sort of stuff to Casemiro, when in reality he was playing football, but your tactics made it so difficult for him to get involved in the game. That's another one as well. The Sancho situation as well. But 1 minute you can talk about, Rashford, I don't talk to the media, but in Sancho, you want to go and air out your dirty laundry. How does that
in a game where Sancho didn't even play, you know, like that, and we lost, he easily could have said, listen, I don't talk about players that aren't involved in the match day squad or aren't selected. My man came out, threw him under the bus. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, man are saying it's an apology situation, and then we're finding out that ain't an apology situation. Sancho knew even if he apologized, he weren't gonna be able to play anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's like the manager's holding grudges out here, and you're seeing what he's doing with Varane as well. Like it's not an apology thing why Varane's not playing.
But would you? I don't think anybody would like it though. If you apologize to someone, yeah, and then they just say they use it to their advantage, the next thing you know, they start treating you in a different way as well. You ain't gonna apologize, man. Simple as that. You're gonna be like, you know what?
I'm just gonna apologize if you know that your apology doesn't mean anything. Why would you even bother?
Well, there you go.
And they wanted him to apologize publicly as well. Like, why am I gonna do that? Apologize publicly, only to sit on the bench anyway. Nah, less of that. You know, like that.
And we're talking about guys who this is Sancho. So you got Varane and Casemiro, you got Ronaldo. So Sancho to him is probably gonna be a nobody, compared to these guys who have won it all. So he's thinking, you know what, like really and truly, if I do say sorry, I'm gonna be on the bench anyway. To Rashford, Anthony is his own guy, guys. You're realizing that, and he's on the bench.
And Donny, bro, is not in the squad.
Donny's not in the squad.
Donny's come out and said that the manager told him that he wants to go in a different direction. So I won't be needing you, bruv. Like the same brother that he's played for and won stuff for. Bruv, this guy has lost it. He's lost it.
Hannibal Majebri comes in for a little bit just to get
What
him over a little
happened?
bit of
Like
a
two,
rot,
three
and then
games.
just dropped him. Just dropped him and said, "Yo, listen, get back to your
Can't
bench,
even
bro."
come off the bench no more, Hannibal.
That's crazy, man. It's just the
You
way
see
he
what I'm
deals with
trying
it.
to
Like,
say? Come on,
it's not
bro.
what
The
you
way he's
say,
just
man. It's how
using
you
and
say it.
abusing, man, is crazy. Last season, he was like, oh, yeah, Martial's so important to the team. And then he got Hoyland, and then all of a sudden, Martial don't exist no more. Like, this
Don't
is what this
exist, you
guy,
know.
this Brit ain't got no man management, bro.
Nah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You know
Last
what, man?
season,
It's
this
mad, you
guy
know.
was brother, he was the chairman of Martial FC last season, you know. And then this
Yeah.
season, all of a sudden, bro,
I
it's
don't
the
know you.
Hoyland thing. Hoyland ain't scored no Premier League goals, bro. Martial scored a goal, won a penalty, and the next game got benched.
Like that for me, yeah. You know what's crazy? Yeah? That's cowardice behavior, you know. If you're saying now, yeah, you got a problem with someone, yeah, but you can't be in a situation where you're civil and that, and they just choose to refuse to not speak to you. That's cowardice as well, you know.
Mm.
The way he kind of moves and that, like the way, like generally, like imagine you just explain to the person you're not in my plans and that, but the way you kind of act about it, like, come on, man. I keep saying it's not how you say things nowadays. It's how you say it. It's not what you say. It's
Mm-hmm.
how you say it. You get me? Like, just say, yo, brother, you're not in my plans. Keep it moving, innit? I'm gonna be like, you know what? I can respect that because he's told me to my face I ain't even in
Mm-hmm.
his plans. But the way you kind of like, oh, well, you are in my plans, you're not in my plans. But you know what? I'll give you opportunity, then I won't give you opportunity. And you can't just keep doing this, by the way. 1 minute you're playing Hoyle, one playing Martial. You need to know your striker as well, by the way. Like, can we know
Thank
what
you.
our striker
Because you
is?
need, bro,
Can we
because
know
your
what our
attackers
players
need rhythm. You need to know who
rhythm?
what player that is going to be up there. Do you know what I mean? So you need to know how you're going to play, because how you're going to play is very much reliant on who's in front of you. Of course, it matters. Do
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? If you're the
Facts.
goalkeeper, you can go longer if you've got Hoyland there than if you've got Martial. Like, it's a
Yep.
completely different style of play, bro. Like, the whole thing, yeah, the whole thing don't even make no sense, bro. Like,
Nope.
this manager is he's not you can't defend him. Like, if you're defending this manager at this point, it's crazy. Like, you can dislike all the players that you want.
Yep.
I guarantee you, yeah, less of this is an issue, yeah, if the manager does the basic things right, bro. If you
Basic things.
can't, if
Yep.
you don't have basic man management, you can't tactically do nothing, yeah. And also your identification of players haven't been good either, because all the
Torrid.
players you've brought in
Torrid.
haven't made us better. Like, what have we
Torrid.
done?
Bro, it's for me, when you look at his talent idea as well, man, what he's brought in, bro, like the list is actually, bro, Sabitz is coming, then Sabitz is now a left winger for Dortmund, but he said to him
Mm.
he's a six. You know what I mean? He
He
said he's a
said that
six.
he plays instead of Cass, when everyone knows that Sabitzer can play with Casemiro, like. But he saw him as a Casemiro replacement. Why? Why? They're
That's
not even
wild, man.
similar players, bro.
Not even similar players, bro. And now he's balling out at Dortmund on the left wing against Newcastle. He balled out on the left wing. I was like, hold on a minute. Yeah, but I actually said, yeah, Sabitzer was more of a second striker as well. Like the guy was scoring goals.
Bro. Yep, he
It
can
was, he was
strike a
almost like a
ball. And
striker.
you had him in a
Yeah,
six.
he had
Come
him in the
on.
six, bro. Trying to tell him to dictate and that, bro. He's playing McTominay in the six, but then sending to him, yo, you got to run over there and then come back when he's meant to be this box to box. Bro, I don't. He is confusing, right? And now he's trying to force Rashford on the right hand side when he knows full and well, you know, that Rashford ain't no right winger. But
But
then
he's
now
come
I'd
out
actually give
saying,
the
"Oh,
left.
Rashford said that he's happy to play there." Bruv, Rashford has said multiple times he don't like playing on the right. He said it because Jose tried it a couple of times. He said, "My
He
man
said it
don't
on the
like
Gary
it."
Neville podcast.
Yeah,
Gary Neville podcast.
man said he
Gary
don't
Neville
like
podcast. He
playing
said
on
it.
the right, bro. That's what he said. He said I could play on the left, I could play down the middle, and even he prefers to play on the left than down the middle.
You know what's mad though, yeah? Rashford, even though I get where, you know, Rashford ain't a right winger, it goes back to the other point as well about
Mm.
all these Aaron Lennards and all that. They were good on the right and the left, you know.
Yep,
You know that you know you know
because
what's
they were
mad?
better
Theo
technical
Walker,
players, bro.
they were better technical. So this idea that like for me, I look at certain players, I'm like, yo, listen, your idea and your actual playing style shouldn't be affected, you know, that significantly. Like
Mm-hmm.
you may not get your shot on as often, maybe, because you ain't got no left foot, fair enough. But
Mm.
as a technical player, you cannot be that bad on the right hand side. It gives so much excuse to Rashford that he's technically bad on that side. It gives so much. He shouldn't be that, man. You shouldn't be that, bro. You see what I mean? You see what I mean, bro? So
bro.
this idea that okay, well, this is man. He just gets too many excuses, bro. And man is 26 now. You're in your prime.
Yeah.
When Beckham and these guys were in their prime, they were balling out, bro. 26. We're not talking about players who's young anymore, bro.
I
He
can't
should
lie.
be.
The thing
He
is,
should.
Rashford's best days are behind him. Like players
Of
that have
course,
late primes tend to be the most technical players because Rashford's not technical. Yeah, it's like his prime is gonna be the young man prime. You know the ones, and that's just what it is. He had this little young man prime, and he's done now. He's
bro.
done
That's
now, and
crazy, you know.
and that's why we messed up and gave him the big money now. Like, nah, bro. This
But
should
now
be
he's set for life,
this
though.
should be his
He's set for now,
retirement. This is retirement fund, bro. Like this contract now. We should have offered him less money, bro, because we're not gonna get more
bro.
out of him. We're not gonna get
We're
more
not
out
gonna
of
get more
Rashford.
out of him. We're not. That's the craziest thing about it, you know, because he's 20. I don't know how long was the contract, people? Because he got what was it? What was the length of the contract?
He
Because
probably
if it's a big
got
one,
4 or 5 years. He must have.
so
Do you know
he's
what I'm
what
saying?
30, 31. You get me? He's gonna be what 30, 31 by the
Bro,
time he
bruv, by
retires,
the time he's 31, he might as well, bruv, he'll retire at that age. Because what's the point in continuing to play?
bro.
He'll be too rich. There's no point. And the thing is, he won't enjoy football. Trust me. Once Rashford loses another yard of pace, he won't enjoy football.
He had to
No more.
pay.
I'm
He won't
telling
enjoy
you.
football. Yeah,
He
exactly.
won't.
Because he ain't got the know-how in there.
He
Nah,
hasn't.
it's sad, you know. As much as
He
he's laughing,
hasn't.
it's actually quite sad.
Mm.
Yeah. Literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He might as well just go America and that. You know what I mean? And play for Inter Miami. It's real talk, man. But when that pace goes, that's what I'm saying. Like, why has he not focused on that? Maybe I get you don't have it, yeah, but you can still focus on that as well. Like, why has he not focused on his technical ability? Because
Yep.
that will keep you in the long run. Like Saka, yeah. Listen, when he loses that yard of pace, he's still got ball carrying abilities. He's still got a little bit of technical ability. Like Saka's got a little bit
Yeah, he can
more.
still play.
When
He
he
can
can play
prolong
the
his
10,
career.
he
Yeah,
can play the 10.
he
He can
can.
play
He
the
can play
10,
centrally.
Saka.
Yeah.
He can play centrally. Same with Sancho. And most of the people don't like it. He can actually define his career longer because he's got the
Yep.
technical ability. You see what I
Yep.
mean, bro? So I just don't get why he's not done that, man. It's just stupid, bro. Like
Yeah, but
I just find it crazy, bro.
this is what I'm
Look at
saying.
Robin
And you
and
see,
Ribery. Look at
bruv,
Robin and Ribery. They didn't have pace to the winner,
at the
but you know
end,
what they
towards
had?
the end, they didn't, and they didn't need it, bro.
They didn't.
And that's it. And like this comment is spot on, bro. Same with Luke Shaw, bro. Like, bro, when them man say,
Oh,
"Oh,
don't
certain
get me
players have
started.
been," look how long they've been at the club. That's the argument for Martial to get him out. Luke Shaw been at the club for nearly 10 years. Yeah, ain't done jack. You know, like that. And then you look at Bruno, bro. Man's nearly 30 years old. No one's talking about his age, bro. Like when man are saying man are dusted and that. But they're saying Varane's dusted. And Varane's won like four or five Champions Leagues and won a World Cup. Bruno ain't won nothing. But Bruno, what? 2 years younger than Varane, ain't done nothing in the game.
Yeah,
No one's saying that Bruno's too old and that. But get out of here, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
bro.
these man are crazy. We brought in Bruno Fernandes, yeah, having done nothing in the game. These man boosted him up, said he was gonna be X, Y, Z, all these things. Him and the manager in the referee's office after the game complaining in the Newcastle game. Bro, we could have lost 6-0, bro. Why are you chatting to the refs for? It's almost like
Yeah,
Bruno's enabling the dementia of this manager, bro. Like,
bro.
what are you complaining for? What are you complaining after the
Bro, he's
Newcastle game? But I was happy we got away with the 1-0 because it could have been worse.
1-0. Could have been worse.